Guys, I'm here at Dawson Forest and getting ready to go run about 8 miles today on the Dawson Forest trails, which they are more like foothill trails. I would say like AT Junior, they're not big climbs, but lots of short climbs and short descents. I find it perfect for training. And yeah, so I'm going to show you around and let you see what the park looks like. You can see the kiosk down there, and this is the parking area where the car is, and you can camp all around here. It's a really nice place, and the trailhead is back there. Hey guys. Okay, who am I and why am I through hiking the AT again? And why Sobo? Well, first of all, my name is Quicksand, and that's my trail name, of course. My parents didn't name me that. My real name is Jason, but ever since my AT thru hike, I kind of have morphed into Quicksand. It's always kind of been an alter ego, but I don't know, somewhere along my AT thru hike, I left Jason behind and became Quicksand, and that's just the truth of the matter. No matter how goofy it sounds, it's my situation. And there's lots of people who have thru hiked the AT and gotten right back to their lives, and I know a lot of them. Most of the ones that I hiked with have just hopped right back to their life, and they're good. Me, the AT is in my soul, and it's something I think about all the time. I can't help it. I can't help it. So I was planning on doing another long trail in 2019 or 2020, and I was gonna do the PCT like everyone else, but I decided I want to do the AT again. I cannot stop thinking about the AT. And also I wanted to see what it was like to do it southbound. I live in North Georgia. I live less than an hour from the trailhead, so essentially I'll be walking home from Maine, and that's another huge reason I want to do the AT again. But I like the idea of the challenge of it again, the lifestyle of it again, experiencing it from the southbound perspective, which I think is a different perspective. All the southbounders I met on the AT were very different from the northbounders. And the first time I heard about the AT, I lived in North Georgia, and it was from southbound thru hikers, and I originally thought that was the way you did it originally. But when I decided to do it in 2016, I wanted to do it the traditional way, and I even started on the approach trail at Amicalola Falls, and it was awesome. Best experience of my life, obviously, and obviously that's why I'm doing it again. Yes, I'm chasing the dragon, I know. I'm not in denial of that, and but I'm stoked. I'm ready to do it again. And yeah, so that's why I'm gonna thru hike the AT again, and that's why I'm doing it southbound this time. And yeah, so now that you know a little bit about me and why I'm doing it, I'm gonna show you what I do training wise. I train by running, trail running. Usually like to do 8-10 miles, but if I have to do a quick day, I'll do like 5 or 6. And then I do backpacking trips in between. And I find doing both of those is the perfect training for thru hiking. And also, you know, going to the gym and building up your knee muscles and your ankle muscles never hurt. So my name's Quicksand. I am through hiking the AT southbound in 2019. This will be my second time doing it. If I finish, it'll be my second time finishing it. And then I'll think about doing the PCT. All right, guys, so I'm gonna show you from here on out some of the training I do, my running, and I'll get back with you. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Taking a little break from running, and as you can see behind me, this trail has turned into a road now, and that's what these trails are. They're these back roads with trails in between them. I mean, you're on the trail most of the time, but then you'll come out on one of these roads and then dip back in the woods. That's kind of what it's like. It's just lots of hills, lots of smaller hills, so you have lots of ups, quick downs, quick ups, like a roller coaster. That's what I've discovered about trail running, at least the way I run, is it's on the trail is you never get a solid pace, and you never really keep that buoyancy because, well, first of all, because you're going up, going down, you have obstacles to go around, go over, and you can't just put your foot wherever. So it's strange, your mind will know exactly where to place your foot after you've been running for a while, and it becomes very mechanical. And it's actually really cool once you realize that you haven't really been concentrating on your foot placement, just your mind automatically does it. So you Hey guys, me Quicksand again. So I've ran about 4 miles, and I'm gonna do the 8 mile today, which is 4 miles out, 4 miles back. Also, there is a 5 mile loop, a 6-mile loop, and a 12-mile loop, and then there's a 10-mile kind of a balloon. So there's lots of variations, whether I want to do a quick 5 or 6, a medium 8, 10, or a long 11, 12. And that's about as far as I run, 12 miles. You know, I'm not an ultra runner at all. I only started trail running to gain cardio for my backpacking trips, because I was always so winded, and someone suggested trail running, build your cardio, and it worked. It did tremendous results, and now I really love running. But I have no desire to enter any like ultra marathons or ultra runs or none of that. I do it purely to stay in shape, and it's good for anxiety, it's good for a lot of things, but I do it for health and to make my backpacking trips more enjoyable, more than anything. And the challenge, I like challenging myself and keeping myself in shape. And but I'm not very into competitive sports. I never have been. I surfed all my life, and then moved to Georgia, became a hiker, trail runner, backpacker, AT thru hiker, and that's what I love, and that's what I do now. And so I also wanted to tell you a little bit about the you know, the video. Now, of course, when I do these videos, I have to set the camera up, run past it, and then run back and turn the camera off. So of course, I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to fool anyone saying that I'm just running this and have a bunch of cameras in the woods. But I'm trying to give you, like, you know, camera angles, what it would look like if you were standing in the woods and I was running, kind of like what one of my runs would look like if you were, say, a deer or something, you know, or a rock on the trail or something like that. And then I give the firsthand account, you know, and then I do these little interviews in between. And that's kind of how my AT thru hike videos will be. They'll be me showing my morning, getting up, making coffee, breaking camp. Then throughout the day, different camera angles, little dialogues, then me getting to camp, putting up camp, and then the ending. And I'm going to make them kind of like that. I'm going to kind of use the style like Evan and IB Tat uses in their videos, because I really like it. And yeah, so I just wanted to stop for a little bit and talk, and I'm going to get back on the trail and keep running. Get my earplugs out. So I want to talk to you again about earlier. I was talking about you know, when I thru hiked the trail, how I kind of became quicksand, morphed into him, and left Jason behind on the trail. Well, the funny story about that is I used to leave lots of drawings in the trail registers at the shelter, and it was Cold Spring Shelter, something like that, on in North Carolina. And it was that day I knew I was never going to be Jason again. And I wrote this little passage in the trail journals, like a little wanted poster: quicksand wanted for killing Jason. And I talked about how quicksand possessed his soul and took him over, and is now rogue on the AT. And so when I was in the Smokies, some ridge runners, you know, I don't know about the ridge runners, but some of them were looking for me because of something I had wrote in a trail journal in North Carolina about killing someone. And I could not believe it. I mean, it was such a satire, you know. It was a complete joke. And I mean, we were just feeling so free and full of life, and we're still in that honeymoon spirit, you know, just acting crazy. And it was just some silly thing I wrote. And they were acting all serious about it. And it made me realize, you know, the generation gap. I don't know. I grew up in an area that was very not PC culture. And we could joke about stuff and laugh and make fun of each other and laugh. And it was all in good fun. But I gotta remember there's people nowadays who, you know, are really sensitive, man. And they run to their safe spaces and color and blow bubbles and all kinds of shit. So, and I cannot relate to that mentality. I really can't. But they exist. They walk among us. So, you know, I kind of have to take that into account and, you know, not be so outrageous. But I'm not gonna let anyone ruin my fun, that's for sure. But anyways, that's just a crazy story, and I thought I'd share it with you. Get a little insight into who I am and why I'm hiking the AT. Again, Sobo. Guys, quicksand again. So the SD card on my GoPro filled up, so I'm gonna finish this video on my phone, and I knew it was going soon, so I'm not surprised. I just have to buy another SD card. So I'm gonna do all my videos, prep videos on my GoPro, but I'm not going to take it on my thru hike, because downloading all the photos from the GoPro to the phone is so time consuming, takes up a lot of batteries, and I'll be saving weight by not taking it. And it's not as great as I thought it would be. It's great for like water stuff when I go to the beach during the summer, but I don't know. I'm just gonna get a really good phone with a good video quality and use that to vlog my AT thru hike. Yeah, so I'm using my phone for now. All right, I'm gonna get back to running. Alright guys, I'm back and I'm walking the last half mile out. Usually, I always do before I run, I walk the first half mile and walk the last half mile. Just I find it more effective, and I don't know, I just find it works for me, so I do it. Yeah, and so this is basically my workout for training for the AT in Dawson Forest. And then I do go to the AT and run too, I usually run the Woody Gap to Blood Mountain section, Cow Rock up to Blood Mountain and down. And I will be doing videos of runs on the AT and backpacking trips. I'm really considering doing a backpacking trip of the AT, the Georgia section of the AT, and vlogging it. I've hiked that section so many times, but I've never really vlogged it, so I thought that would be cool. And yeah, so I'm almost back to the car, and I will get back with y'all when I get there. All right. Hey guys, quick saying here. So I'm done with my run. I'm back at the car, and I'm gonna change into some dry clothes and get back home. But yeah, that's my workout. That's pretty much the basic workout, the 8-mile run. And then once a week I'll do like a 10 or 12 mile, and then I'll mix it up in between and do a 5 or 6. So I'll do like a 8, 5, 8, 10 or 12, and that's usually how I do it with backpacking trips in between. And this is what I did in 2016, and it served me well, and I stayed in really good shape. I had some knee problems, but I think that's just normal. So thanks for watching the video, and I hope you got something out of it, maybe some motivation, and I'll see you in my next video. And if you haven't, please subscribe, because I'm going to be making tons of videos. And please like, that would be awesome too. Thank you guys. Bye.